they had just pulled in and they had a baby with them. And now that's something for me to talk about because I have one of those.
Okay, wait a minute. This brings me to my first question. Is having a baby kind of like having a dog when you go outside and it's like a conversation starter or a way to like meet people?
Yes, I can't ever refer to that in front of my wife because she has these conspiracy theories that I did this solely for networking purposes.
Oh, she thinks that you wanted to have a kid just so that
I was out of material.
Really?
And like the kid was going to be a content machine and conversation starter for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, for sure. Has it functioned that way?
It's not its only function, but
I'm not saying that. I'm saying,
is it a byproduct? Is it something to talk about? Absolutely. And like for the people that I haven't like seen in a while, there's one friend of mine who you could actually like scroll up in our text thread, and he's like surprised that I've had a baby like 3 times over. So
that's really funny.
So there's that instance, but like there's a couple other people in my life and career who are older, and the conversation with them was the anticipation of it. And then it was the having it. And then now we have something more to talk about, just like where I am is where they were a few years ago. And like, there's a lot to relate.
There's a lot of information to share.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of tips and stuff like that.
Yeah. And we are the first ones of our family, immediate family with kids. Like we have a couple cousins with kids, but we're not very close.
So has that given you a certain amount of attention in the family?
A ton. But also we feel very in the position of guinea pig, right? Because...
Oh, do you find like there's cousins asking you questions like...
Not cousins. Or
my
brother is
your
pregnant.
brother is like, okay, so how do you do this? How do you do that?
Yes.
Because he's getting ready.
And then even friends, like, you know, just by chance and by happenstance.
I mean, you think this podcast is about... I really want to know.
Yeah.
I'm really interested. Yeah. I'm gathering information here.
This is all information gathering that you'll play back at 3 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. So how do you
need all those tips?
So how do you network with the baby? Just got to know.
Yeah. How do you network with the baby?
How do you network with it? So what do? You go to SAA.
Well, okay.
You got the baby.
I pulled up that day and saw that they had the baby. I did not have the baby with me. And I was like, oh, how old's your baby? I'm kind of in this thing now where first I was like stroller spotting. Like I had to know who had what stroller. So I knew if like my model was the right choice. A lot of stroller envy going on there.
Yeah, okay.
But now we're in this weird position where we're like,
baby envy.
It's not baby envy. It's not baby envy at all. It's more
kind of
baby size curiosity because we'll be out in the wild and we'll see a baby and we'll be like, oh, we definitely know how old that baby is.
Oh. So you're like, how old is your baby?
And
they'll be like, oh, it's just 3 months old, and you're like, yikes.
Well, no.
Big 3-month-old.
Well, our baby is so big. Like, hilariously sized.
Is she?
She's humongous.
Wait, she's only like...
8 months.
8 months.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, we keep running into this situation where, like, we'll see a baby, we'll interact with that baby, and then we'll be like, how old is this baby? With a very firm number in our head of what we think the answer is going to be.
Okay.
And then we'll have to like hide our surprise, like, oh my God, our baby is so much younger, and so much larger than this baby. It's happened a few times.
I thought you were going to say, I honestly thought you were going to say the opposite. You're like, well, these are big ass babies and mine is so small. But yours is big and everybody else is small.
Yeah, and I do think...
That's better, no?
She's healthy, which is great. But I think
big babies
what comes with that... And we haven't experienced this too much, but we've heard it from cousins with... Not all the cousins in the family have this problem, but we've heard from a couple other cousins this instance where people are kind of treating the baby a certain way because they think it's of a size that is in correlation with their age and maturity.
Right.
And she is not that.
Sure.
She's like still an 8-month-old.
Sorry, I'm laughing now because I had this episode with Betty, and this is I thought, let me do the male version, and the first thing we're like, how do you network with the baby?
Yeah. Like, well, you still have to find the time to get out there.
How also like compare sizes of babies. It's like I mean, I don't want to be Freudian here, but it's a very male sort of thing to do. It'd be like,
immediate
my baby is bigger, my baby is small.
Exploitation and competition.
And the stroller envy. Like I'm like identifying some male traits here.
Yes. Well, we should definitely come back to that because it goes much deeper.
Yeah. Tell me.
But I do want to just finish.
Go ahead, please.
So I have this full interaction with them, like through, like we run into each other outside and like start talking about strollers and babies. And
you approach them and you're like, oh, cool. What kind of...
And like,
what kind of baby you got? What is this kind of stroller? Oh, you got the latest version.
I don't even remember exactly what we were talking about, but like we were kind of interacting in the elevator, and then I went to the gym, and then I went up to the pool and interacted with them more there.
And this is, by the way, this is a social club in Bushwick where, it's kind of normal to approach someone and just be like, hey.
I mean, it's normal for me, and like most of the time it's reciprocated pretty well. Mm-hmm. So I go up to them and I'm chatting with them like, oh, you got a baby. And we have this whole like day of interaction, and then it's the next week that we show up with our baby, and we reintroduce ourselves with names, and then I put it together finally when she says her name, like, oh, you're Alejandro's Betty. Like I had a whole, kind of day with her.
Because I've mentioned them to you before. Yeah. They're around our age.
But I didn't put it together at all that first interaction. But it felt like we were, fast. When I finally made that connection to them, and Vic was there, and we had the baby. It's like, wait, are you Alejandro's Betty?
And that is, Alejandro's Betty is how she how she identifies.
How she exactly. To be referred to.
I'm sure her husband loves to call her Alejandro's Betty.
Well, we start talking about so many things like the neighborhood and their real estate endeavors. And there was just a lot of common ground.
A lot of common ground.
Nice. And they were very sweet. And
they are.
Babies are very similar age. They seem to be getting out a lot, which is something that like I'm still working on with the baby.
I literally went to a show last night with Sean, Betty's husband. We went out to nightclub 101 in Avenue A in the East Village. Okay. We got there. The show began at 11 p.m. Okay. We came home at 3:30 in the morning.
Nice. Very nice.
Mind you, we're in our 30s now. Sean's got a 1-year-old.
Yeah. It hits harder.
And he was talking about, he was mentioning it. He was saying like he's like, it's daddy's night out. But it's kind of, because when you have a baby, you can tell me about this, but like when you have a baby, you're not going to casually go out till 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, that doesn't just happen.
It doesn't just happen. You need to plan ahead. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. And I'm horrific at planning. Just the worst. And so we're running into that. Like everything takes so much forethought. And I think, we're kind of butting up against that.
So what do you do? Do you go out at all?
No, we don't go out at all.
No?
I can name on, I think, one hand the variety of places that I've been in the past month.
How come? Just because of the tell me about like, okay, I know the logistics are difficult.
Yes.
But you can't leave the baby with someone. It's expensive.
We do have Vic's mom, which is great.
Oh, what?
Right. And it's just like
why not?
She just started a new job. We're doing this construction project of the house.
Okay, so just a lot. It's a busy time.
It's a very hectic time. And her new job, Vic's new job, is kind of all encompassing. And it's a little tough to like plan around because some nights she'll be working till 7 or 8
p.m. Okay, so it's just a busy time.
It's very busy.
Even without the baby, it's still a busy time. So totally. Adding the baby is an even busier, hard to plan things.
And I'm freelance, right? So like, who knows what my schedule is going to be ever.
So, well, I'm grateful that you guys are here. You guys made time to come over. I know it's 10 minutes away, but
it's very convenient. But also, it does help when other people make the plans.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. So if someone's like, hey, next Friday, this is happening.
Yes.
Figure it out. Be there.
But going back to like how we lived in our 20s, like I just say yes to everything. And then when the day comes, I'll figure it out. Well, make it happen.
In our 20s, you don't even say yes to anything. You just find yourself in things.
Yes.
You just find yourself in situations.
Walking down the street, you're like,
shit, okay, then you go here, you get invited. You're just kind of like going with the flow. In your 30s, and I made this point in other episodes, is like, you have to make an effort to plan things because people are busy. People have like families, people have partners.
Yeah.
You need to like, oh, next week? No, not next week. I'm talking to people. People are like, hey, what's up with should we grab dinner? I'm like, how's September?
Yeah.
Like literally, like all my weekends are booked.
That's great.
So it's like you have to like plan ahead. You have to like schedule things. In my 20s, I didn't know what I was doing that weekend. I didn't have plans for the same weekend. I just
whatever.
Will be. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Now you have to make it happen. So the reason you're not going out is because
too tired.
You're too tired. Exactly.
It's I think a byproduct of all the kind of culture shock is the best way I can put it of what we're experiencing. And I was telling this to my dad yesterday. My dad's known me my whole life, right? Rightly so.
Rightly so. I would hope so.
I don't think it even really clicked to him what I was saying to him, that like I've been waking up consistently at 7 a.m. for the last 4 months, I would say 3-4 months, which is something that I was hoping to impart on him was like an absolute insane thing for me to be saying. Cause like he's known me my whole life. I've always been a horrible sleeper and waking up at whatever hour
late.
I deemed fit, right? A consistent 7 a.m. wake up is unheard of for me. And it's like, even just processing that I'm pulling that off is shocking to me.
You're shocked at yourself.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I really loved and embraced going freelance because it kind of allowed me to do that.
Flexibility, yeah.
Yeah.
What other things have shocked you about yourself?
How my wife and I can kind of like read the signals of the baby and what needs to happen in an almost telepathic way. Like we're both very in tune, but it just becomes, I think it becomes a household thing, right? If my parents are coming to stay, they're not really in that groove because it's a very segmented thing when they're at the age that they are, right? It's very regimented, at least luckily for her, right? She's up at 7, she's up for 3 hours, nap, hour and a half, 2 hours, up again for another 3 hours, nap, hour and a half, 2 hours, up again for another 3, it's down for the night.
You have the rhythm down.
We've got the rhythm. There's absolutely a rhythm, and that's jarring because I've never had a rhythm before.
As a freelancer, you're used to such flexibility.
Well, and I think like there was maybe seasonal rhythm, right? You know, there would be, busy times. I kind of got a hold of that in recent years, but it took a while to kind of figure that out. But it was never day to day. Every day was different. Every day was a new kind of possibility and adventure. And now I know where I need to be and what to be doing at very specific times. And I'm scheduling calls around it, and I'm scheduling...
When a guest comes, well, not a guest, back when your parents or her parents come, there's a level of disruption to that schedule, to that regimen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I was supposed to go to a boxing class Saturday at 9:30, but this was very much our fault. My parents were like, we're going to be visiting my grandmother, who is now great grandmother to my baby, and we had to like convince them to come visit the baby, not realizing what the aftershocks of that would be, what the effects would be like.
For you, for them,
for us,
for you,
right?
What were the after effects? Like changing your boxing class?
Well, I just didn't go.
Okay, fine.
But like that's my exercise.
Sure,
right?
That is your source.
Everything
of
else, I'm pretty sedentary.
Yeah.
If I'm not getting that,
you need
little bit of rise in my heart rate.
Yes,
then I'm just gonna turn to sludge. But that was a little bit different, and it's just like little things like that, like any. And this is also true for the baby, like any.
Change,
any little dust
schedule.
in the system, any little particle could be the whole immune system.
Have
going.
you traveled with the baby yet?
Not at all. I mean, we've gone not on a plane.
Not yet.
That there might be some.
Talk about disruptive.
Yes, I mean I'd like to. I'm also a horrific traveler. I'm the worst traveler who's ever lived.
Okay, why are you like?
I just never
complain a lot about like.
I just think
like to wait in a terminal and
all of it.
All of it.
I hate all of it. I think, but I like being somewhere new. that is my problem. It's
that is a conundrum.
It's the ultimate tragedy,
it is
right?
tragic.
If I have a flight on my calendar,
you're dreading it.
Week and a half before, I'm ruined. Like anybody asks anything of me, stressed. I'm just like, don't talk to me. I have a flight coming up. I have a flight coming up. And this is, it's something I got to fix.
You got to fix that.
My wife is a wonderful traveler. She's great.
Oh, that's good. So then maybe.
No stress to her.
Okay.
But like she should really be spearheading. I'm putting a lot on her plate here by doing this. But we have a potential to go to LA.
All right.
In October. Baby will still be under 1.
Not a horrible time change. Not bad. It's not like it's not like you're traveling to Australia or something. No.
That's the hope. That like it should be.
It should be pretty easy.
Yeah, but like I stress out the whole.
Sean and Betty were telling me like they traveled across the Atlantic. They were in Europe, and it was difficult. You know, it's a challenge.
Yeah, it changes everything. It like I think about the amount of hubris Vic and I had for 9 straight months of telling each other and everybody. We got this. It's going to change nothing. We're still going to be the active, plugged in, fun people that we always were.
You feel like you haven't lived up to that?
Currently, with everything else that's going on, with Vic's new job, with kind of, fixing up some space in our house. Like, it's just been a lot. It's been a lot of change. And we haven't gotten all the plates spinning. Yeah,
right. Well,
and it's tough.
Understandable.
Hopefully,
this is also this is 8 months, right?
It's 8 months. Yeah.
You just started. You're gonna be around for
18 years. I mean,
the rest of your life
still remains cute. Yeah, I'll stick around and see what happens. But
yeah. I mean,
there's gonna be that like awkward teenage phase. Maybe I don't want to be here.
But this is like just the beginning. So
it's the hope.
Tell me, this is a Ridgewood-based podcast, so I want to hear from you. How good is this neighborhood for baby raising as a millennial? Are you able to like find your baby-friendly spots here? I asked Betty the same question. Like, tell me some of the spots here that you think are, your go-to spots with Tony.
Well, we are on the edge.
Oh right, you are on the you're on the literal border
on the actual border, and like you really want to be drawing some lines. Yeah. Then like we are not actually in Ridgewood, but
okay, so you're more in Bushwick. Then.
Very technically, our zip code is Bushwick.
Sure,
but it's Myrtle Wyckoff, and Myrtle Wyckoff has been referred to as a kind of a black hole as of late, just because there's just not much going on there, and who knows why that is. I have some suspicions as to it's where 2 kind of city districts kind of overlap, and neither one really wants to take ownership of the plaza.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's been my suspicion.
There's a bit of a neglect. There's that horrible tower being built.
Yeah, there's that whole thing.
Which you've been very plugged into.
A little. I've been, I had to step away from my...
You've been obsessed.
I'm a little obsessed with it.
You're like a little bit of a internet...
sleuth. A little bit.
Internet sleuth when it comes to the Ridgewood Tower.
A little bit. I'd love to know more.
You saw that there was the construction resumed.
There's been some activity.
Yeah. I was thinking of you. Every time I see the tower, I think of Ben. I'm like, Ben's on it.
It's kind of the bane of my existence, but at the same time, like as progress happens, it's like, oh, finally. And it's mostly due to...
finally, like, because for anyone listening, this is a...
yes, I'm not celebrating a target coming to the neighborhood.
This is a horrible, eyesore of a tower being built, probably the tallest tower in Ridgewood.
Yeah.
But it was... construction was stopped for many years. It was stalled. It was, abandoned, kind of. It was, condemned,
all this legal drama and history to it. And
now, finally, it resumed. You're happy about
I just don't like looking at it.
You just don't like looking at it. You want it to be just done and over with.
I hate incompletion. I hate loop not being closed.
I get it.
I think that is a net negative to the neighborhood, something that's been being built for 10 years to just stop.
And you've seen it because you've been in the neighborhood for many years.
Yeah. 2016.
So, okay.
10 years.
10 years now.
Yeah.
You've seen you've seen it before the tower was even built. Mm-hmm. You've seen this neighborhood change a lot. Yeah. Do you think it's now what's your temperature check on just the neighborhood?
On the neighborhood, I think we're at I think Ridgewood specifically is at a very interesting place because like word is out.
Yeah, word is 100% out. Yeah,
you know, it's no longer a hidden gem, no longer a hidden secret. But what does that kind of entail? What is that like? What are kind of the real effects of that? And I think, you know, if you look at very financially and real estate wise, like it's kind of over, right? You and I kind of got in at
over in the sense that it's now incredibly not affordable.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you know, as a homeowner, people always tell me like, "Oh, you must be happy because the more the property value goes up, the better." First of all, this is our place, presumably for forever. We're not really in this for like an investment opportunity. No. We're here to build a home.
Yes.
We also like. I'm concerned about also the more a neighborhood becomes unaffordable, the less interesting it becomes. Mm-hmm. Part of the reason why it's interesting, a neighborhood in New York, is because interesting people can afford to live there. I don't want this neighborhood to become another Williamsburg. That would be sad for me. It's kind of like this thing where I'm like, okay, I'm happy. Oh, sure, I can be happy for a new Whole Foods, but concerned about like, I don't want Valentino's to go away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like,
I don't want Ridgewood Pork Store to go anywhere.
I don't want
Shout out Ridgewood Pork Store.
Shout out Ridgewood Pork Store. Not the friendliest guy, but you know, he's got some good pork.
He's got some great stuff.
Some good smoked meat. Every time I pass by, I'm like, holy shit.
It took me a year and a half to break that guy down. And like,
you charmed him down.
Yeah. He's a fan of me now. I'm a fan of his.
Yeah.
Been a fan of his. Now he's finally into it. And like, whatever he's got prepared, I'm getting it.
You shot. There's a fish guy there on Fridays. Right?
Oh, he loves me. Yeah. That fish guy texts me that he's got.
Yeah,
the fish.
I used to text him all the time during the
I got
pandemic.
a guy. You need caviar. I got a guy.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna give him a chance again because I stopped going. He pushes the fish hard,
very hard.
He's like, you gotta get this octopus. And I'm like, I don't think I know how to cook an octopus.
I don't think I have any idea what I'm doing here.
But I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. So I would buy the octopus if I had to.
I mean, but you know, I am on Reddit too much, right? Okay. There's a lot of complaining about the changes in the neighborhood. I feel like there's a ton of bad faith accounts or troll bots. Who knows, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't pay so much attention to.
I try not to. I get wrapped in, and
you do
part of the rage. Bait.
I know.
The rage bait gets me.
It gets you.
It gets me every time. But you know, Reddit and its all-seeing, all-knowing algorithm has pushed me onto the Cypress Hills. Like it'll suggest to me content in the Cypress Hills Reddit.
Oh, the Cypress Hills,
which has Reddit a fraction of amount of followers as the Ridgewood one.
And there's interesting stuff there.
Well,
what's going on in Cypress Hills?
The one thing that I have not stopped thinking about, there was some post about either a new development or some apartment going up at a certain price. And someone in the comments was just like, I think we all have to be real with ourselves right now. Like, this is happening, right? It's the only neighborhood in the city right now with brownstones at $1 million or less. It's no longer the case for Ridgewood. It's no longer the case for Park Slope, maybe South Slope and Sunset Park.
Yeah,
and Bayside, or Bay Ridge.
So Cypress Hills is next,
I guess. And I know 2 people with properties out there.
What about Glendale and Maspeth?
Not as good at train access, but not impossible. I think it is happening. But back to your point about like where the interesting people are.
Yes.
There's also been some talk about the fact that the city cannot sustain an artist community and culture.
Yeah.
And it's very weird for me to kind of contend with that because I was always kind of plugged into that world. And I don't know if it's my aging out of a scene.
Yeah, but it is the nature of New York City, though. Unfortunately, the no neighborhood where artists used to live has remained, as such. It's always constantly changing. Unfortunately.
To get too deep in here, I just do think that like the only thing you can count on in New York City is change. My grandfather, not grandfather, but well, I guess my grandfather, yeah, he was born in the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
Would he recognize the Lower East Side?
It might as well have been a different neighborhood. It might as well have been in a
Mars,
different city. Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like, it's completely different.
Yes,
and
yes,
like,
yeah.
I'll run into
Wait,
people.
even more crazier is the Williamsburg that we know.
Yeah.
That wasn't even that long ago.
No.
That was like a few years ago.
A Hermes?
A Hermes,
like
a Capital One Bank, a fucking,
Santander.
J.Crew. Yeah,
Shout
Santander.
out Santander
Yeah.
Bank Cafe.
Yeah, and Bank Cafe.
Yeah.
Let's not forget. These
Yeah.
are bank cafes.
Very important
Not
distinction.
just banks
Yeah.
anymore.
Can't have 4 walls in the city without making it also a cafe.
I mean, but this is unfortunately the nature of the city. It's ruthless and it is relentless, and there's no negotiating with it. It seems like it's kind of like it's going to happen. You can only hope for it to be slow. So Ridgewood, because I think it has a lot of residential properties, it's not like Bushwick, parts of Bushwick or Williamsburg, which was a lot of industrial spaces.
Yes.
There is some slowing down. Like we're still like in a process.
I
It's
do
not
think
like
there's
quite
an
over
area
yet.
of Bushwick that will have to have a tipping point
Sure.
in how many bars and clubs can exist
Yeah.
in a certain square footage with literally no other infrastructure, right? There's no
Yes.
safety infrastructure.
Sure.
There's no place to stay.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
no place to eat. That's like not also a club. Like, I mean, but that to me is exciting. Like the city always changing. and
Because
being
it's
different.
always changing. The upside, it's a double-edged sword because the upside is that it's never boring.
Yeah.
It's never boring. It's always exciting.
I've probably told you this story, but we lived where we live now, moved in 2016.
Yeah.
And we were there 3 or 4 years. And we only went, when we walked out of the house, we only went one direction. We went to Bushwick. That's where all of our bars and friends were. And then one day we just stepped out of the house and like, well, what if we went left instead of right? And it felt like a video game where like you kind of level up and the map clear, like the clouds kind of
Yes.
like evaporate.
That is
and there's this whole other section.
Yes.
And there was Ridgewood. There was
Yes.
Scorpio Records, and there was
This-
like all these crazy things.
Yes,
It was like,
this
oh my
happened to me
God.
too. This had the same experience. What
Yeah.
you're describing, the video game, kind of like the new kind of like layout being built as you walk.
Yeah.
Happened the same thing exactly. The same experience I had when we were living on Stockholm Street. We would always go towards Bushwick. That's what we knew. One day we turned.
Yeah.
And we walked into Ridgewood. We were like, where am I? And that was when we like started to fall in love with Ridgewood. This was like years and years
Yeah.
ago.
And then you also have to think about like what's coming for Ridgewood is like, you know, you kind of touched on it. Like Bushwick has a very industrial zone, like literally, like very legally zoning.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
very industrial, and people are kind of capitalizing on that. Like, okay, what can we really put here? It's warehouses,
Sure.
parties,
Yeah. Yep.
clubs and stuff. And here in Ridgewood, we have a lot of residential.
Lots of
with
yeah.
one big business district, and that's Myrtle. And Myrtle is full of empty storefronts right now. And is someone going to
Develop the hell out
develop
of it.
that, or
Yeah.
just wait for more wonders to come, or
hope not.
allow more diverse businesses to happen? Who knows? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't trust the city's commercial real estate people to be like, well, what does this neighborhood, what could really benefit?
I don't
the
trust
people here?
I mean,
You know?
I don't trust commercial real estate people at all.
Exactly.
You know, people always complain about like certain like cool little shop. Like they're like, oh, this wine store open, a natural wine store or natural wine bar open. Oh, gentrification. I'm like, dude, I honestly, the level of predatory development that could happen, a one specialty coffee place, one is nothing compared to what could happen. I mean, I don't
exactly the conversation that was going on either this morning or
at the
yesterday
at the Ridgewood Reddit thread.
on the Ridgewood Reddit thread
Yeah.
about the Japanese cat cafe that opened on St. Nick and Grove. Like, people are losing their minds over it. I mean, I'm very happy about it. It's extremely close to where I live.
Sure.
And we have no good coffee or onigiri nearby. And the awning of the business that failed in that space plagued the eye on that corner because it was so horrendous. Yeah. Sat there empty for so long. And the day it came down and got replaced with its very cute aesthetics was like an extraordinary day for me, a day of celebration.
And people are like, good, there goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood, gentrification. And then I'm almost proud of the Reddit for the comments basically reflecting like, what is gentrification?
Yes.
What is it at this point?
Yeah.
Like, and then somebody posted a screenshot of the Wikipedia page of the word gentrification and basically says there is actually no definition of this word.
Before we close this episode,
let's
do a quick lightning round on, because I really want to hear from you on baby-friendly business establishments.
Any place that I don't have to struggle getting my stroller into.
Oh, is that simple?
It's that simple.
So no
steps, no annoying lip of the door.
Okay.
Honeymoon is the only one that I'm aware of that has a little push button for wheelchair accessibility to open the door to get you in.
Okay. Honeymoon is the only one?
I guess. Only one I think of.
So you don't think about these things until you have a stroller.
Yeah.
And then you start thinking
There's a nice little ramp. Press that button, you're inside.
What about any restaurants or bars?
We haven't really taken her to much.
What do you think about like kids? Because I asked Betty this question. What do you think about kids in bars? Babies in bars? What's your opinion on this?
I think there's limits to anything, right? And I was once a 28-year-old without a kid, and kids running rampant and screaming at a vibey spot isn't ideal. But a very close colleague of mine kind of put this into perspective when talking about kids on airplanes, right? And like someone was complaining to her about the weird reactions he was getting to his kids on whatever. It's a very complicated story. But what it comes down to is like, you were a baby once too. Everybody was a baby once. And like, it's very difficult to ever have that kind of empathy until you have one yourself.
Sure.
And, you know,
babies are people too.
Babies are people too, just not yet. They're very much, I mean, now this is the most I've ever spent any time with any young child, is the one that I have myself.
Sure.
And are they people? I don't know. She kind of does the same thing.
What I'm saying is they have a right.
They have the capacity to be.
And they have a right to exist in the world.
Absolutely. Well,
they have the right to sort of
live
with us, right? Yeah. Amongst us.
They didn't make that choice.
We need to sort of tolerate a certain level
Absolutely.
of it. I agree that, kids running around screaming in a restaurant is
I'm just trying to think like.
I'm by the way, I'm very.
I think there's
as well.
There is an onus on the parent to kind of read the room.
Of course.
And
yes, of course.
Would I bring a baby to Ginny's at 4:00 in the afternoon on a Sunday? No problem.
Yeah.
At 11 o'clock at night?
No, of course not. Inappropriate. Read the room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Am I bringing the kid ever to Mr. Nancy's? I don't know about that. It really depends. It really depends.
No,
and
early, fine.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go to a restaurant at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and you see a baby, you can't complain. It's 6
I am
p.m.
clocking going into places and being like, you know what, this would be a great place with a kid, right? I went to Ace's, the pizza place next to Bodega Nights off Jefferson.
How is that?
It was great. I mean, we got pizza to go on the night of the NBA final night with the Knicks winning.
Yeah.
Like, great, stupid bar pizza and wings, and it was like the perfect meal. But when I was there picking it up, I was like, I've actually never stepped foot in here. I think it opened while
because Union Pizza Works used to be there, right?
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P. So you took pizza to go.
Pizza to go. When I was there at Ace's, I was like, this is very much a family.
You're gonna go back.
I would definitely go back with
Tony.
The baby. And then I stepped into Bark Barbecue off the Morgan Stop. Super family vibes in there.
All right, so you have a list of places.
A little
that
bit,
you want to
and
check out.
I'd like to check out Decades with the baby.
Betty mentioned Decades as
that seems like a good option.
Yeah, for sure.
And like Rolo's, I don't know, maybe, but
early.
Maybe early in the evening.
Back when they had the outdoor seating.
Yes.
That was ideal.
Yeah. I have forlorn thoughts about like the days of Rolo's grocery operation. Like, I really miss that. I do think this neighborhood could use that.
Well, with like, Pierogi Boys.
I mean, Pierogi Boys is close, but it's like, I think I don't understand why they proved that this neighborhood needed like a quality, like very like home cooking grocery and bakery.
Yeah.
And then took that to every other neighborhood but the one that they started it in. It's very frustrating. And I've got a lot of issues with Pierogi Boys, and we were there today. I mean, it's a place that I frequent. It's easy to walk to.
Yeah. I love Pierogi Boys.
But it got Michelin rated this week, and there was a line out the door. So who knows?
Who did?
Pierogi Boys.
Pierogi Boys got Michelin rated?
It was Michelin recommended this week. It was
the restaurant, the grocery store.
The restaurant.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So like I worry about ever getting a chance to sit down there.
This is another episode. I don't want to get into this about overhype. Our first episode was about restaurants being overhyped. Okay, but let's end it here. Any last thoughts about this? Any last comments? Things that you want to say?
I will say this.
Words of wisdom.
I will put this in recording.
Do it. Go ahead.
Because it is the only piece of baby advice that I can concretely
please
pass along to anybody. You've known me a while.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a pretty career, I don't know if I want to say partier, but like I like to go out. I like to socialize.
You like to go out. You like a restaurant. You like a bar. You like a cocktail.
Like a cocktail.
You like music. Yeah, I get it.
All that.
Yep.
I've had hangovers before.
Yes, you have.
A hangover with a child is without a doubt the worst punishment I've ever faced in my life. Like, without question. And like, is the one thing I try to tell people, like, hey, do not do this.
Don't do
it. Do not do mushrooms and have every liquor under the sun for your brother's bachelor party and then have to face a 4-month-old the next morning. It's like, do not do that. It was the worst experience of my life. It was the one thing I would impart. Keep it to wine and beer. Keep it chill. Like,
keep to wine and beer.
Feed yourself.
Keep it chill. Hydrate. Go to bed early.
Please. Like, don't show up at home at 4 o'clock in the morning like I did.
All right.
Like, learn from me.
I see. All right. Well, Sean, if you're listening, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for last night. That must have been brutal for you today.
Yeah, because guess who doesn't care? The screaming baby who needs to be changed.
The baby doesn't give a fuck.
Doesn't give a shit what you did last night. You can't even tell her the great stories that you had. Maybe one day, but it wasn't that morning.
Myrtle vs. Wyckoff is hosted by Alejandro Veciana. Music by Tom Criblay, who records as TC. And I'm your producer, Marissa Keeley Brown. Until next time.
But like, where did the hipsters go?
Philly.